It really does matter. The thing that you've been thinking, well, that's a part of my brain, it's a part of what I'm attracted to, and I can change it. Of course you can. You can change anything you want to, but how much pressure are you withholding by doing that? Are you holding the very essence of creation that gives you life itself? Are you believing that you are so powerful that you can do such things? Well, of course you are. Why would you come against the very depth and creation that you are? That in itself will come against your ability to effortlessly manifest your life. And when I say effortlessly, it is like running a program. The program runs. It comes up, you implement the information, you click this, you do what you wanted it to do, like an app on your phone. It runs effortlessly, but you did have to build it. The programs and beliefs that you have now are very similar to this. Everything you believe about yourself, even to the very depths of all things. From lifetime to lifetime, it comes with you and it creates the framework and how all things manifest. It is why the world is operating the way it is and why it's also shaky. There is a new belief system that is more potent and more powerful than those old religious things that maybe you believed at one point and society believes but you walked away from. Or just your mother believes those things. It's not really your belief system. You maintain yourself well and you don't need those things. Or maybe you know certain things are just the way they are and that's just it, and you just do your life the way you are. You don't necessarily believe in a whole bunch of this, that, and the other thing. You want to stay open because where you were raised was very strict. You have to realize the people that raised you, their stuff is inside of you if you have respect and honor for them. Simply respect and honor downloads their systems into you so that you work with their systems out of respect and honor for them. You will have to reject them 100% if you desire to have something different. Now, here's the thing. The current system works for quite a bunch of people because the whole world, everyone just went, well, that's the way that it is, based on either coming against pressure or all of the things that have come into their environment. They see it as evidence otherwise, so they just realize, well, that's just how it is. There is another way, and it is my system. ENYELAH's system is completely different. It allows each individual to create for themselves, by themselves, because of themselves, in the pleasure of themselves, for the purpose of themselves. What this does is it creates a solid cog in the wheel. However, whatever molding you want to make your cog, you can make it purple made out of rubber. You can make it blue made out of steel. You can do anything you want. The materials that you make yourself up of is dependent on how reliable you are, how integral you are, and all of these elements that create your specific you in the most genuine way possible. The most important thing that you will understand and know when you are in ENYELAH system is the purity of your essence, your spirit, of life itself that comes through you has very key factors when they come through in how human beings are designed. So when a cat is a cat, it comes through and it gets to experience being a cat. It's got fur, it's got all of the elements of a cat. When you have a dog, it comes through as the elements of a dog. They do have their own personalities, yes, of course, but they are restricted to that, just like you are restricted to being a human being with all of the other elements. You have chosen to come into this human form. It is your creation. It is 100% you that chose to be this way because of the complexity and the experience that it provides you. Now, because of this framework, you have to accept the framework itself. And once you learn to accept the framework and the things that come with being a human being, feeling good inside of your body, having a mind that is fully aligned with the depths and the purity of why you came here in the first place, being fully acceptant of the body that you have, and then shifting it in a way that allows you to be fully aligned with the depth of who you are, which creates ease. So if you have any other experience in your body, then it is because you have not listened to the depths of who you are. This is where ENYELAH system is going to be the greatest asset you have ever invoked in your journey thus yet. Living in a well-being, wealthy state, which means all of the life and genuine aspect of you comes through into this existence that is wealth. Without you bringing through this energy, you are consistently creating a war, a magnet of stillness. When you choose anything other than your genuine purity within inside of yourself to come into this human form, you are purposefully creating something that does not allow you to be the most wealthiest, the most at ease, the most well-being expression of yourself in this human form. This is the journey of you creating the programs that allow you to do things with these. You open the app, it does the thing, you implement the stuff. It's the same with you. Every day you wake up in this body. How have you chosen to bring all of the elements together? And you do choose that by the people that you have accepted, that you respect, and that you honor who they are and value them by giving them time, by giving them space in your life, by giving them your money. Money is just an amplifier of the present moment. Another asset, same thing. An amplifier of the present moment. If you look at someone and say, this is someone I wish I had known for 30 years, then what is 30 years to you accumulant of money? How do you implement that into them so that you build that trust if you're with a person that is of integrity and trustworthy? When you're building your programs for your human programming tool, which is how you experience reality, you get to choose what is going to give you the most wealth. This is my system. My system is the purest form of you in this existence. Actually being a productive member of society. What are you the absolute best at? What do you want to be known for? What does the purest part within inside of you say? Yes, I want to be known for that. That's what I am. That's my positioning. Very important that you take the purest form of you and you allow it to express, because that's where the life-giving situation will come in and form you into that cog in the machine. We are all cogs. Are you just a spinning washer without anything? You're not usable. You need to be usable for a cost. This is important transaction. Understand and know there's a reason and a purpose that you exist, and it is not necessarily anything you've ever known. The only answer will be as you design yourself, you will find what gives you the greatest amount of life coming through you. And if you cannot find something that gives you the greatest amount of life, then you have blocked off your own life force coming through from your soul into your human based upon your beliefs and your choices. And that's where you really need to take a look and go, what is my genuine self below this human self that wants to express itself? And that is when people normally get beside themselves. Like, oh, wow. You usually only get to that place when you go, what is existence? Why am I here? What is this whole purpose? Because you've constructed an entire life based upon the programs that someone else fed to you. You are literally housing everybody else's systems and programs. There is nothing that is genuine about you other than the fact that you learn to get excited about it. And every time you make the things you've done in your reality yours, it changes. When you make it yours and you really feel excited about it, it shifts. The way you do business moves differently. You create new policies or you treat people differently. Because the most genuine part of you has to come through and mold and create your life. Otherwise, you won't be breathing in tomorrow's time frame. You have to do this. This is naturally who you are. This is why once you learn to truly appreciate the essence of who you are, your most pure and genuine nature, you will learn to recognize it everywhere. And it will be a quicker process that everything gets power from the depth of you into reality. Your business, okay, let's just do this framework. It's going to work best like this. Well, yeah, the world tells me that one, but that one it's not going to get power from the depth of my soul to grow it and evolve it. I have to do it this way. And when you do that, you literally create current from the depth of who you are into the thing you're creating. Whether it's a deck of cards, whether it's a computer application, whether it's a mission to create life on Mars. If you truly learn what the whole purpose of you is, you will learn how to mold and create every single element of what you do, and it gives you life, and it gives you satisfaction, and it gives you wellness in your body. Everything can shift. The amount that you shift into pure alignment with yourself is the greatest gold you can ever have, because it brings current through your body in ease. Your programs are fully aligned with your genuine self, the place that you get life from, that is not just the food you put in your body, because we've all learned you can have a perfect diet and you can run a marathon, and that does not suffice to the power of you internally being connected to your own internal power source. ENYELAH system gets you and your internal power source, your own soul, your own pure spirit into this existence, so that you are the most potent and powerful person, that your mind works efficiently. There is no such thing as question, because every time you make a decision, you already know exactly which is the right one. You move with confidence and power and pristine in everything that you do, because ENYELAH system It is, in an essence, some people might understand it as consciousness. It is a programming tool that allows you in each and every lifetime for your soul to bring this into reality, to frame your mind to always create with the power source that is you. You are the power source. When we all get this and understand this, we take full responsibility for every element in the cog that we are. And when we choose to upgrade, we take full responsibility and create framework. It is a way that we move with ultimate integrity. It creates the most stable system that has ever existed because it moves as one. Because you have designed yourself as one. You move as one. Because you decided to transact with ENYELAH system and her depth and potent power that gives you a system that she herself uses in every lifetime to deeply connect to the pure power that is self, and has now created it into a framework that gives to your soul so that you create human life. The one you're living now is doing a transformation. But if you were to have that from birth, it's natural. It's who you are. You automatically create everything from the deepest essence of yourself, and everyone around you does the same. It is totally, fully the way all beings are. It is more than a solid rock. It is more than the way that the timing of the solar system is correct, which is moving, by the way, because it's all coming in tune with ENYELAH system, which is the original pure creation. Not the mental ability to move things with our minds, because it is that powerful that you can pull yourself out of your genuine nature, and that is why everything is the mess that it is. So when we have our own self as our own source, and our pure genuine self comes through in its purest form 100% of the time, you think how many problems in your life that would actually solve. Everything you ever wanted to do, you do it. It's easy. Everything you ask for it, and you do every single step. There is no internal complications about anything or any relationship. Everything you already know, because you were tuned into something that is deeper and more potent than your human, but is dictated by your human. So when your human mind is in perfect alignment with this source that you are within inside of yourself. What? Perfect alignment? Choices actually were made based upon your own ability to create reality and experience and feel and know all things? Hey. A really robust system, that, yes. It is not simply something that you have to adhere to. It is something that works deeper than life itself to make sure your specific genuine code of who you are in your most purest form comes through in its entirety. That allows for everything to work out for you. That's actually possible. You've seen it work out for some people who've worked so hard to create something that works for them. What if all you really had to do was transact with ENYELAH system and say, yes, this is the system that is going to bring me to myself every single lifetime, and I want that. I want to be genuine in every lifetime so I don't make the wrong turn. so I don't do the wrong career, so I don't have the wrong relationships. You might have a few conversations that are like, that's odd, but and you move in the other direction. What if you actually were the person that was luck itself? Because you learned to walk away from things that were not serving you. And instead, today, so much people look at things that they don't like, that is not good for them, and they walk directly towards it because culture and society teaches you that you need to be a part of certain things, and you've just learned that you just gotta go there, but you don't. You will see, and I know I have been in situations developing this and living it out in my own way where I did not understand that anything would actually be okay, and it always has been, and everything is always perfect. And it gets better and better as I create a better application for my energy to come through, a better human being for my energy to express itself through the amplification process. Our humans are like megaphones, taking our inner energy source and amplifying it through this experience, and then also receiving the experience of living, being, feeling, moving. To actually have this actually raises the entire Earth's vibration naturally in a system that actually does work. There's so much stuff in today's society that is not needed. It's just not effective. For us to continuously be effective, we will all require to think, act, move, and be like this. But you are only guaranteed to continuously have this when you commit. Instead of it just being a part of culture, when there is the infinite commitment, just like the previous religions were all built off of one structure, that was a commitment people made, and it showed up different every single reality. This is deeper, this is more robust, and this is for each genuine person to express themselves. It is about each and every individual piece, just like every individual tree grows itself and does its thing. Every individual animal grows itself and does its thing. They do have those that they work with, but at the end of the day, an animal is an animal. At the end of the day, you are a human being. It is why you are created this way, which is animal. You are meant to do this for yourself. And when you bind and bond yourself to things that are outside of you, it stretches you, it takes you away from your genuine self, and it disrupts your ability to bring life to self. So this is where you create more life for yourself by only creating for yourself, by yourself, because of yourself, and you let go of the things that are not you. If you have a tree in your yard that is giving you allergies, you chop down that tree. It doesn't matter how much love and care and attention you've given to it. You chop it down, you get rid of it out of your yard. And if it belongs to the yard, then you sell that property and move elsewhere. Find a place that sits right with you. Because the inner power source within inside of you is all that gives life. And there are people that have done things the other way, and they don't feel good about it. And they just have to bear those things. This is not a life you bear. This is a life that you live. In every step you take, you created it. Everything you've done, you created it. because you built it yourself. This is ENYELAH system. It goes deeper than just the mind. This is why I cannot sit down and tell you, you cannot step left and you must step right, because there are some people that are so genuinely perfect and pure in the right, and there are some people that are so genuinely perfect and pure in the left. Because we do need all things, and it looks very different than you. There is no such thing as things where people have to feel uncomfortable in their bodies. We can create economies that are all profitable and all good for us. It requires each and every individual to say, no, we do not need those industries. Those are industries that devalue the human, so we get rid of them. We ban them and everybody agrees, so it's gone. Plain and simple. Every person in their genuine nature literally gets rid of all of the things that are outside of ease and well-being. So when you actually incarnate into the next lifetime, all you have to worry about is your own self, by yourself, for yourself, because of yourself, creating the best existence you have had yet. Because this lifetime, you infinite invested in yourself so that you can be your most perfect expression. Because I know quite a few of you out there have done a lot of things that are on a line that you don't really think would have been your childhood dream. You just learned to do it because you thought that was what was required and it makes money, so it works. But when you incarnate in the next lifetime, whether you believe in karma or not, all energy attracts itself. So what you have done, will you be as intelligent as you are today? No, because you will have a different mind. You will be grown in a different space. But you will attract the same energy that you've implemented into what you understand as a soul or a dark body or the essence of yourself or the soul that has incarnated into a new body. Do you want that energy in you, in an innocent being attracted to you? And what happens if all of the things that you have done to other people were pressed upon you in the most vulnerable and innocent way by all of humanity, not just one, not just some? And there was no way out. There was no way to the success you see today, but you were placed into a place and there literally was no way out. Because of the way that you were designed. You have to remember the only reason that you got where you are today is because of your determination. Because of your ability to make good on whatever it was. But what happens if you didn't have that? Your power source moving forward will not allow you to perpetuate many different things on this earth. So if you want to hold those things with you and you want to carry those things with you, you will not be guaranteed any form of enjoyable existence because the determination will not be there. The only determination that will exist, that actually exists now. And it's why things are more difficult. For those who do not live by themselves, for themselves, because of themselves, for the purpose of themselves. It is why all the other determinations are losing its grip. Why people are trying to hold on more dear than ever, because the mind is the only one that is able to do it. The deeper energies are no longer able to source those connections. You feel it. because I created it, because I own existence by the system that I created. It is something that is daunting, but when you feel it, you know. Transacting with my system for an infinite commitment only will teach you how to continuously be wealthy for each and every lifetime, because the intention is for your pure spirit to express itself as its pure self in human form for well-being, wholeness, wellness, and wealth. Now you know. It is still your choice which you will go through.